So this is another one of these buildings that's being torn down. These same people own the Dolphin. They also own this over here and this back here. These are buildings that could be rebuilt. They're actually tall enough. The one at the very end, they have rebuilt. This one here, because it's been chewed up so much, probably would be too difficult, and it's not tall enough. In order for it to be tall enough, it would have to be 11 feet, and it's not 11 feet. So, the city's on him about getting this one torn down. So right now what we got to do is got to figure out how to get into this place to see if there's anything in here worth keeping. And guess what I just seen? A staircase. We brought the ladder with us, but looky here, there's a staircase. I didn't notice that before. All right, well, we'll test it with my big butt. Is there anything in here? So somebody, no, these windows just got destroyed by the hurricane. The aluminum's left, so the hurricane actually blew them out. In about 45 days, it'll be the 2-year anniversary of this hurricane. So these guys here who got their stuff put back together right away, well, they don't want to look at this. Honestly, it's unsafe. Kids could get in here and somebody could get hurt. You talk about the force of a hurricane, look at this. Look at how it ripped that deck apart. So this was like a little lanai area. And this was a threeplex. So we still may need that ladder because this is only one unit and we can't get through to the other units. So we're gonna have to go up with the ladder. So we're looking for those hidden gems. We're looking for those little things that have value that are that we don't know about yet. So let's walk around here and see how we're going to get in. Maybe there is another staircase. So somebody's been in here and cleaned this up quite a bit. So they were hoping that they would be able to resell this place or sell it, not have to tear it down and have somebody put it back together. Because it is elevated. We're going to go through this window because when we looked at that floor over there, how it came apart, that means this is pretty rotten. And you know me at my big size, getting up there, it's going to be dangerous. So we'll go put the ladder up here, go through this window, and we'll check it out. We might have to go through the other window to see the middle unit. So let me go grab that ladder. All right, so I'm gonna run up in here and see if there's anything worth messing with, and hopefully we got some hidden treasures that we can haul out of here. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. There's a very nice kitchen in here. Very, very nice kitchen. Good news, exciting. We have a hidden gem. This kitchen looks, from here, looks like it's good. It looks like something that we can repurpose. Yep, definitely is. So some things I look at when I'm looking at a kitchen to see if it's worth taking out, I look at the bottom, make sure that the base cabinet's not all destroyed. This color, we won't keep the granite, it just doesn't sell. The doors closed just fine, not perfect, but just fine. So this is a pretty nice kitchen, and I'll let Talon know, and he'll send someone down here to pull this out before we do this demo. So very good news. Plus there's a dishwasher. So the water didn't get it up into these units, and that's why it makes people reluctant to take them out, because somebody could put this back together. There's just not a lot of people that of that mindset in Florida. They're just not. So if you look at this cheap hardware on these windows, this means these are really old, and these are, this just tells you that they're really old. So they are, they're single pane, you can see that, but they're not hurricane windows, so we won't want to mess with those. Let's see what else is in here, see if there's anything else that we can repurpose. All right, there you go, another hidden gem. So there's still one more unit in here in the middle. So we'll have to get out of this. This is a pretty good size unit here. Oh, look, this is another bathroom, another hidden gem. All right, let me show you something very interesting. Okay, you see the way this toilet doesn't go to the floor? It's mounted on the wall. Very expensive toilets if you have to buy them. I used to keep 2 or 3 or 4 of those, and I could sell them for like $300-400 because they're like $600 or $700 just for a standard toilet because they're wall mounted. All right, so this is good. We got vanities and we've got the kitchen, which is awesome. All right, so we're following the machine down here to Washington. It's only about a mile, and I believe Link News is going to meet us down here. Going to send Beach Talk Radio a picture of it being torn down so he can post it. I don't know. That's the exciting things that we do. It's kind of fun. Kind of fun using these big machines. So here we are backing up our truck. And then Colton's down there blocking the traffic with his car, and I'm blocking it with my truck. People love to see this coming in because it makes everything look better. So that's what we're taking down right now. We're gonna unload the machine here. Got the roll off here. That's I think that's a 40-yarder. So what Colton did this morning so far is we had the machine sitting down at Strandview, and what we're going to do on this, we're going to take a walk through. We're going to figure out, we want to double check and make sure the electric's gone. We'll make sure there's no human beings inside of it. The other thing is we need to figure out where the sewer is so we can know to follow it and make sure that we don't destroy it and have to go find it later. So that's what we're going to go do right now. We're going to go hunt the sewer down. So do you find that a lot of these are hard to find?
Some of them are, but usually on the still buildings, you should be able to see a down pipe.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Yeah.
Okay, so that makes it easy. So if you had to guess, is it going that way or that way?
Usually they go on the side streets. Usually, like on these, you're not going to have, because you'll have a main that goes down the side street. So usually everything that's on the side street will go there. And this house the address is on Washington. So generally, if the address is on Washington, all the utilities should go to Washington.
So this is the main sewer pipe coming down. Most likely goes that way. There may be another one since this building's so long, and it would come over here and tee into this, and most likely it tees right into the street there. All right, what about the electric?
As far as the electric, I see the main panel over there, and I believe Taylor said it was disconnected, so.
He told me the same, but.
Oh yeah, so it's all good.
Yeah. So how many times do you show up to jobs and you're like, crap?
It's been a couple lately.
Has it? So then you just tear down everything but that corner, right?
It's easy if it's underground, because if it's underground, it's not a big deal. But when they're overhead, I mean, especially if it's a 2-story building, there's not a whole lot you can do.
So this was a duplex legally because you got 2 meters, but it was a triplex when you look at it on LIPA.
Okay.
All right. So, but anyway, they own all this stuff over here across the street too. This was a big. They had assembled this and used it as like a motel, but it was all Airbnb.
Okay.
All right. What else do we need to look at?
As far as that, I mean, it's not super close to anything, and it's not a super tall building, and it's really just a wood structure. So we'll make sure that we get all the pilings up after we pull the slab. I see that it's got a lot of pilings. These square ones like this, for some reason, they usually grip the ground pretty hard. So I'm sure they'll be a little bit difficult to get up, but not too bad.
So you pull the pilings completely out, right?
Yes, sir. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we always do.
So,
I noticed down the street we did one not too long ago that had these big square pilings, and like now they've already building a new house, and they've already dug up the whole thing. So if we would have left the pilings,
yeah, it would have been egg on our face.
They would have already known about it. So.
Yeah, and we would have been hearing about it. Which, so what about the water on this one? Do you have a water? Are you going to do dust stuff, or do you think you need to?
We'll see how it goes. Sometimes it just depends on the insulation, because like we did the Dolphin down the street, and it had blown in insulation, which is like the worst you can have.
Goes everywhere.
It goes everywhere. But sometimes you don't have that issue. Some of them people have gone through and they've remodeled and put, spray foam in, and spray foam really doesn't make a mess at all. And then sometimes you just have the standard, lay-in fiberglass insulation, and that really doesn't make a very big mess either.
So how many loads do you think it's going to take to get this out of here? Is that a 40-yard dumpster right there?
Yes, sir. That's one
Let's
of the
go
40
over.
yards.
40-yard dumpster, what are you thinking?
If we only did it with the 40s, I would say probably like 8 loads.
Right.
But we hope to get the globe in here later today.
So you'll go back and forth, back and forth?
Yes, sir.
How long do you think it'll take to tear this one down? It's a big wood frame one.
Yeah, I mean, we should definitely have the whole house down today. As far as getting it all hauled away, it just depends on how things go because we're trying to split up between a couple jobs today. But we'll definitely have it all torn down today.
So what about are they having you leave these, or are we going to peel them all the way up?
I know I'll have to ask. A lot of times we, leave a little bit close to the road because sometimes the concrete driveways are older than the pavement itself, and sometimes you'll have an overlap issue where they've had the driveway there and then they've put the pavement over top of the driveway. So sometimes you don't want to peel it all the way up to the road because you can end up taking up part of the road itself.
So most of the time you leave some of it so you don't tear up the street.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
All right, well, here comes the competition. All right, well, I guess get rolling then.
Yes, sir.
All right,
That's the
thanks for talking with us. This is Colton.
Yes, sir.
Colton's pulling up the concrete here, and he's putting it into this 20-yard dumpster. The 20-yard dumpster this is only for concrete, so we're going to take you on a trip to the dump with us. All right, so that is a roll-off truck, and that is the hook. And basically what happens here is we hoist that up onto the truck, and the weight of it keeps it on the truck. There's a little clip on the back that you use to hold the dumpster on. We take this to our concrete dump, which is over on, this particular one is on Rockville Road. We have two of these roll-off trucks. So they're going all the way over here, and they take horticulture. Isn't that something, how it smokes like that? That's the chemical processes of it breaking down. And we bring it back here and we dump it. And if it's really, really clean, they don't charge much. If it's not really, really clean, they charge more. The reason that they charge more if it's not really, really clean is because they have to have somebody sort through the debris, because they don't want the construction debris in the concrete and in the gravel that they make when they mulch this stuff up. So this is pretty clean, so this might only be $50 to dump. There's no, you see there's very little to no rebar in it, so that makes it a little easier. These trucks are over $100,000. That one I think is a 2018. I mean, they do some amazing work. So there you go. That's a trip to the dump. So this is off of Alico Road, if you're familiar with the area. Rockville is over there.
And mulch season's coming up for him, so he's really busy now. Yep. He sells a lot of mulch.
And it'll mulch out of season.
Yeah, in the wintertime. At least here it does. You have to maintain the ground hot and warm and moist during the wintertime when there's no rain. So that's the best time for mulch. Supposedly.
So that's it. We're on our way back. Ah, it started raining. So in Florida, when it's raining, you got to be really careful. So here he is dropping it back off, and we're going to pick up some more, and off we go again. On the Strand View, oh man, I don't know. Probably might be 300 of these dumpsters. I don't know. We're going to find out though. We're going to count. It's easy to count them because they charge you for every load you drop off. So all we got to do is look at our invoice. Okay, so now what we're doing is he kept an eye on where the drain was, the main drain for the house, when he was doing the tear down. So what happened is that drain came to this direction, and this is what he's doing. He's going to tap into this, and it gives the new owners a place to know where the sewer is without spending a crazy amount of time looking for it. The sewers can be hard to find because there's no running water in them, and it makes it hard for the sensors to find the sewers when a house is torn down. So basically what he did is he's dug this up, and then he's going to get in and he's going to cut it and cap it, and that's part of the requirements for us to finish up our demolition permit.
So that's it right there. Just tell me what to do. Point me in the direction. So, are you taking it out?
Yeah, just capping it.
Just capping it? Okay. I don't know what that means.
Oh, you'll see in just a second.
So that looks like we got a little duck friend. This is actually, I heard about this duck. This is this lady's pet duck, and he follows her around like like a little dog.
So well trained.
So
That's amazing.
us Fort Myers Beach people we're a little on the odd side. We definitely have character. At least most of them that I know do. So he's using a Sawzall there to cut this. It's a plastic pipe, and he'll cut this, and then he'll put in a sleeve. You see he nicked it there with the machine, which doesn't really matter that much. Oh, he's actually using he probably don't have a Sawzall with him. He's using a multi-tool to do it. So he's making himself a little bit more room to work, I think. All right, so yeah, that's just in the way. It's already disconnected. So he's going to do that, pull it out, and then he'll cap the sewer. Remember where we thought it was going over to the Washington side? It looks like it actually runs out to Estero Boulevard. He's making himself a little bit more room to work. So that's a 323 Caterpillar. I think it's a 2018, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
And this is pretty much Colton's machine. Although he runs all of them, but this one's the one he uses all the time. It's a rubber connector. It's got two big like radiator clamps on it, and he'll stick that on there and tighten it up, and then we'll backfill around it, and we'll put an up pipe so that they can I don't know that they actually do it randomly. They probably do check on you to make sure that you actually did connect them, because it'd be real easy just to stick a pipe in the ground and act like it was connected. And then you piss everybody off, because then but if you got a good reputation, stuff like this, the city may not even come out and look. So we do that. And again, what this does is it does a couple things. One is it protects the sewers for the rest of the island, because you're not having, every time it rains, it becomes like a drain. Every time it rains, you're getting more and more and more dirt into the sewer system. It just clogs everything up. We could glue it. It's really not necessary. We could glue it. This is really not going to become part of the house. They will dig down and tap in directly into the sewer. The plumbers will. And a lot of times they'll follow it out to the street, so they don't have to have an issue. And not all the way to the street, but to the edge of the property line, because they don't want to have an issue with an old pipe underneath a new building that's failing. So there he is. He's just he's smoothing it back out. And this is an example of somebody that has a lot of time in those machines. He's able to grade very good with the excavator, which most people can't do. I mean, it just takes a lot of, it's just time. It's a lot of time. So this is a Takeuchi skid steer, and Colton's really good at this. So on these, we bring in an extra load of dirt a lot of times just to make sure that we can smooth the lot out, and you can almost run the lawnmower over it. You'll have it to where it's like 99 or 98% done. There's always some little itty bitty tiny debris that just isn't cost effective to clean up. So the owners must have told him when they came by that they wanted the driveways all the way out, so he did take them all the way out. this is what we do. This is what we leave the customer with. So what this means is we have to bring in an extra load of topsoil. They call it topsoil in Florida, but it's really just sand. So we bring in an extra load, we make sure everything's nice and smooth, that you can run a lawnmower over it, and we try to we're getting it to like 98%. There's still little stuff in here. If you wanted to go around and nitpick, you could pick it up. Okay, so it's Remove It Pros Demolition, and we appreciate you watching, being part of the community, and we'll see you on the next video. Thank you for watching our video. If you enjoyed what you saw, please subscribe and leave us a like. I will see you on the next video.